again, YouTube. It's once again Monday, and that means it's time for me to run my mouth. It's ramble time. That's right. Actually, I had a bunch of things that I wanted to talk about this week, but it all comes down to another thing. I got an email to Game Junkie XL, and it kind of interested me. I need to trim the old head of bush up here. I got an email that asked me what is my stance on online dating programs such as eHarmony and all those mumbo jumbo, and they asked where the world has gotten to, what happened to guy asks girl to date, guy asks girl to dinner, and girl responds, what happened to face-to-face dating. If you stay tuned at the end of this video, you're going to see my interpretation of what I think of online dating, and I'm going to do a little model shoot for everybody. That's right, to one of my favorite tracks, actually. And you'll like it, trust me, you'll like it. I'm also going to put the name of the song and where you can find it in the end of the video as well, because I'm sure many people are going to enjoy this song and many people will want to download it as soon as possible. It is actually an awesome song. So yeah, what's my stance on where the world has gotten to, how antisocial we actually are in this day and age? And I think, honestly, sites like eHarmony and all those sites, that's really the only one I know. I don't really pay attention to it. I don't hang out on chat room forums or anything like that. I mean, I used to. Way back in the day, I used to get on the chat rooms and pretend I was like a 13-year-old girl just so I could have like strange men harass me. It sounds like it's kind of a sick thing to do, but honestly, it's kind of fun, you know, because when you finally bust them, they're all like, oh my god, I can't believe, you know, you're some guy from New York and you're like fucking 22 years old, holy shit, and I'm like, oh, come beat your fucking ass, what the hell are you talking to me like that? You know, they'd be like, oh my god, no, I thought you were wearing like fucking Powerpuff Girl panties and shit, and I'd be like, well, I am, but that don't change the fact that, you know, it was just a horrendous time of my life. I needed a lot of fun, and harassing old perverts was kind of my thing to do. So, yeah, but what's my status? Actually, I have a friend who shall remain nameless, who is of the larger proportion size. Let's just say he's pushing a good 300, 350 pounds, and all his life he's been basically, we have this thing out here, I don't know if you guys get it or anything, but it's like a weekly publication called the Penny Saver. It's an absolutely free paper, and in there they have personal ads, and basically people call into this number and they fill out a voice profile, and then people call in the box thing or whatever on the paper and leave their messages if they're interested in meeting someone that fits the description. I think this is where it all started. Now it's like online, you can, I guess, view videos and pictures of potential mates or whatever. But yeah, he's all excited because, you know, now he can put himself out there. He actually pays for this service, and he like he meets all these people, and he's like happy as a pig in shit. My cat's going crazy. So yeah, what is my stance on this? Well, personally, my friend is a very good-hearted guy, but he is kind of a man-whore now from this online dating thing. You know, every once in a while I'll hear from him and be like, dude, you gotta check out this hottie I found, and she's like 260, you know, just nasty girls. I'm not saying anything about fat girls or anything like that. I have no problem with what people weigh or anything, but I'm talking like fat, disgusting. Fat, like holy sweatpants with skid mark stains on the back of the ass and everything like that, you know, and wearing shirts that are too short for them, and their belly flop hangs down over their fupa, and I mean, they wear flip-flops and Crocs and everything like that, and their hair is just like a rat's nest and everything, so it's not a pretty sight. But you know, this is what makes him happy, because he's basically acquiring poontang, and he's actually paying for it. Now, do I think this is prostitution? Which is another question that came in the email. Personally, no, I don't. Even though that's basically what he's using it for, because he's like, hey, you want to hang out? You know, they send him a message or anything like that, a video response or whatever, and he's like, yeah, I'd like to meet you or whatever. They hang out. He doesn't even buy him dinner or anything. He just takes him back to the old apartment. Boom, boom, boom. Get the fuck out of my life. That's basically it. So technically, you can kind of consider it like prostitution for him, because he's using it basically to score points. Or whatever. I don't know. I can't even explain it. It kind of disturbs me to some level, but not enough to actually bitch about it. It's more funny to me. Ooh, the computer just phased out a little bit. Anyway, what do I think happened to society that drove us to this whole online dating thing where we don't actually go out and meet people anymore? Well, personally, I don't know if you've been to a bar recently, but it's basically the same thing. I hope you guys can see that, because it's like every morning now my cat is just like, BAM! Ape shit off the wall, like Donkey Kong going crazy. I don't know what the hell, he's not eating catnip or anything, he's just like, he's going through teenage angst, I guess you could say. I gotta get his nuts cut off, because, shit, he's just going crazy. He's starting his whole tomcat meow thing because he's like all horny and everything like that. As it gets funny, my girlfriend actually goes up to him and goes boom, right in his nuts. She fucking flicks him in his nuts, and he just turns around with a longing look in his eye like, Why don't cats need online dating? Seriously, cats just like, they'll walk across the street and there'll be like some female cat over across the street and they'll be like, wow. And the female cat will be like, and then they just like start humping it out right in front of everybody. They don't care. They're cats. What do they gotta care about? So, but yeah, honestly, I don't. If you've taken a look at society as of late, it's like, who can you trust and who can't you trust? You know, honestly. And sites that claim that they're completely safe, like eHarmony and things like that, they're like, oh yeah, meet real people with real backgrounds and real histories, and you know everything about these people. No. Because my bro, he totally lies on this thing. Completely 100% lies on it. The picture that he puts up isn't even him. It's some other guy. And he outweighs this guy probably by a good 120, 130 pounds. But, you know, by the time the girls get there, they're like, whatever. I need some strange, so let's just, you know, get down to business, whatever. But right now, you know, he's kind of young, so he's living the life, whatever. Whatever makes him happy, I guess, it's good for him. But yeah, if you look at society in general, we're not very nice people, you know? It's not like, okay, if I was single and everything like that, and I was walking down the street, I would not expect a girl to come up and be like, hey, how you doing? You know, because I'm just not the type of person. I mean, I look all friendly and shit online, but truthfully, if you knew me in real life and saw me walking around, and my real friends can attest to this, and my true friends that watch this kind of stuff can attest to this, that I am not a very pleasurable looking person. I am, you know, usually in a grumpy looking mood. Actually, people at work have told me, like, I'm hard to take in because, you know, I'm like, oh, why? I had this friend, she's older, she's, well, she's basically a whore, because she's still married, but she's like sleeping with this other married guy and everything like that. Sorry to call you a whore, but seriously, get your life straight, alright? But she's like, yeah, it's really, really hard to take you in, because you can't read you. You don't really talk that much, because I don't. Socially, I don't talk that much. I don't find much to talk about with people, face to face. And she's like, you're hard to take in, nobody knows how to read you, so people kind of try to avoid you. Birds are chirping, can you hear that? It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Hopefully it's not fucking hot again today. I hate heat. I hate cold and I hate heat. I can't win no matter what. I'm really screwed if this December 21st thing, you know, rolls around and it's the end of the world and we get hot and cold. We're just going to be on fire and melting, you know, and in a block of ice at the same time. It's going to suck. But you probably already know that. Anyway, but yeah, what do I think? Where has this all gone wrong? Do I think it's a bad thing? Honestly, sites like eHarmony and shit, you know, whatever makes you happy. If that's the way you get poontang, if that's, you know, the way, you know, you meet your potential life mate, whatever, good for you. You know, it's not for me. It's kind of weird to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just over exaggerating on it a little bit, but I mean, come on. It's a computer, you know? Like, shit. There's other things to look at on the computer besides eHarmony, you know? I actually did a Valentine's ramble about this if you want to go back and check that out. But anyway, do I think it's a bad idea? No, I don't think it's a bad idea. I think that, you know, people in general kind of shy away from each other, especially in, like, big cities and things like that. You don't know who you're walking up to, talk to, or anything like that. You know, if you're a young lady and everything, and you're walking up to a guy, you know, because he looks cute or whatever, he has a nice butt, whatever it is you chicks dig on these days, I don't know. You know, his sister's jeans look really good on him, whatever, you know, and you're walking up and he looks all perfectly normal and everything, and, you know, you walk up to him and you're like, hello, I'm Susan, or Jean, or Ethel, or Olga, or whoever the hell you are, you know, and he just turns around and looks at you and like, you're cute. Then what do? Man, you can't get away from this guy, because as soon as you start walking away, he like grabs your arm and he's like, he does this shit, you know, and then you're just terrified and you cry rape or whatever you do, and then, you know, he gets arrested and he becomes a psychopathic killer. Yeah, that's really not fun, is it? So eHarmony can probably definitely limit down the people like that, you know. And I'm not saying anything against like freaks of nature, because those are some of my favorite people. You know, I'm not the type of person that hangs out with like well-to-do people, and I'm not the type of person to hang out with jocks or anything like that. You know, I'm into like moonshiners and fucking freaks and just twisted carnival people and things like that. I mean, those are my people. I like the oddballs of society. The people that other people shy away from, those are my people, you know? The people that just people don't understand. It's like, wow, he says really weird things. I understand everything this person is saying, you know? It's like, wow. Maybe that makes me like weird, oddball kind of thing. I don't know. But, yeah, I think that eHarmony can definitely like limit these type of people that you wouldn't want to meet normally, and you can meet some like, you know, nice people, I guess, whatever. So whatever works for you. I have nothing. It's not like I have any power to like condemn you to hell. The power of Christ compels you, whatever. You know, I can't do that. Even if I could, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably condemn myself. But yeah, so it's not a bad thing. I just think that the world needs to chill the fuck out and get back to like 25 years ago when everything made more sense. Because everything these days is just crap. You know, it's all technology and everything, but still, we can't get fucking flying cars. What the hell is that? Back to the Future completely lied to us. You know, we don't have flying cars right now. We don't have like huge cybernetic fucking army men, like Transformers and shit. That would be cool, but we ain't got it. Shit, they can't even get a fucking Chrysler to, you know, have a bumper that stays on. We can fly a shuttle to the moon, but we can't get a fucking bumper to stay on a car and be completely impact resistant. What are you talking about? So I guess, honestly, Geo, because that's what the name on the email was, is Geo. I think he's like Italian or something. He's not from this country. He's not this nationality. But yeah, that's basically what my opinion on it is. I don't know if he was like asking permission, because it kind of sounded like he did. It was very kind of broken English, but hey, whatever makes you happy, you know? I don't care if you go down to the barnyard and sheep are your thing and you fucking pick out, you know, I just don't want to hear about it, you know? Just omit that. Alright? But yeah, that's basically my viewpoint on like eHarmony and dating social websites. Whatever makes you guys happy. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not looking, you know, around the internet for online cuties or whatever, but whatever floats your boat, I guess. Alright guys, I am going to, however, do a parody, or if I were to make an eHarmony profile or whatever, Vignet, whatever. It's gonna follow this immediately. Make sure you like, favorite, subscribe. Keep checking out the rambles every week. Next week, I think we're gonna do a real life ramble. Real life is in, why can't real lives be like video games? I have a good idea. I want to test it. I gotta get down to the park though, and I gotta figure out a way to take my sword outside without getting arrested. More on that later though. Until then, peace.
Love is large as Brontosaurus, passion like a bleeding walrus. Our love is real, it's no mirage. Want to lock you in my garage, climb upon my trusty steed. Later you will taste my seed. This heart of mine is yours to capture. From now until velociraptor, I wield my passion like an axe. It's warm and gooey, just like wax. You cannot tame such juicy lust. Can you withstand my manly mask? Roses are red, violets are blue. I must eat yogurt off of you. Know that I can never hold back. That might be why I smoke the crack. My father never loved me. Love is like a ripened squid. It stings with limp appendages. You scratch the rash that's on my ass. The itch only love can surpass. Yogurt's dish, best served chill. Forgot to get my prescription filled. Tonight I will have sex